And I am at the far west area. Been here for a few days, roughing it, trying to get settled in. Whole lot of red tape to moving. I'll cover all of it with you and cover other things. What's going on with the kingdom? What's going on with the king? As soon as some start filtering in, I'll be saying hello to those who are members of our group, the kingdom, and update you and answer whatever questions you might have. Hey, Chuck, Ken, there you go. We're getting some folks in now. So I'm coming to you from the car, but I'm in the parking lot of my apartment, and I actually have an apartment now. I just moved everything in. Hey, Mike C. and Booyah, how y'all doing? So I'm going to be answering all the questions that you may have about what's going on, what's been happening these last few days, because I've been sitting in Bloomington, Indiana for 30 years, and I had forgotten, well, maybe, actually I didn't know. I didn't know what it was like to go relocate in the year 2025. And for those of you who are settled in your homes where you want to be, I'm going to tell you to stay there because this has been a nightmare of a week of red tape and do this, do that. No, it's got to be done this way. Come back here, go in the portal, come back out of the portal, go online to do this and that. And I have finally navigated most of it. But certainly there's a couple of things left to do. But making it nice and simple, like if they tell you that the apartment is $2,000 a month, so I'm committed to staying here 60 days, give it everything we got, see how it goes. If it's going great, I'm just going to stay. But if we run into something that we're not prepared for, we run into some kind of situation, unforeseen situation, then we'll have to deal with that. But the easiest thing to say is this. Okay, so I've got the apartment. I know it's safe. It's a little bit pricier than I wanted. I was wanting to get about 1,500, but the 1,500s are in areas where you don't want to really be. So I moved up into the edge of the high rent district to $2,000, and I've got a great gate, and I got great security, and I got a nice little apartment on the first floor, nice and convenient. But when I had to pay $2,000 today, I came in thinking, all right, let's pay $2,000. I got a checkbook and I got a debit card. Oh no, we don't take that. No, can't have a check or a debit card to pay for your rent. Rent has to be paid with a cashier's check or a money order. And so I thought, well, okay, I'll just run down the street to the bank and I'll get a cashier's check or a money order. Is anybody else out there laughing right now? Because if you're laughing, it means you're accustomed to the year 2025, and I was not. I have got the same tellers in the same bank that I've been going to forever, that I don't even show an ID card. Yeah, we're in Vegas. I don't even show an ID card when I go in to do a transaction at that bank, and I could do anything I want because they've known me forever. Well, I don't think it mattered if they knew me forever out here or not. You actually cannot walk into a bank and give them United States of America legal tender and get a money order or a cashier's check done. Hey, Trish, does anybody out there know that? Now, I don't know if it's the same in your town, but I could do it in Bloomington anytime. But in Las Vegas, I can go to Bank of America, I can go to Wells Fargo, Chase Bank, any of those places, and they will actually not take cash and give you a cashier's check. They will not. I mean, it's bewildering to me, but there's got to be some reason that they have suddenly now that wasn't there through the years. But here's how you can do it there, Harold. You can do it this way. You open an account. I said, oh, okay, well, what's the minimum balance to opening an account? Oh, no, it's not done that way. To open an account, you got to have a direct deposit from your employer or from your retirement or something. You can't open an account unless you have a direct deposit. So, yes, see, Chuck, I'm telling you, I went all over town. This is what's happened to me all week when I've been wanting to do things. Yeah, Mike, I love your comments. I was joking with somebody. I said, some think you just walk into the casino and they hand you the money. Actually, you got to win it. And so I'm gonna play tonight, and I'm gonna see can I win some tonight. I'm certainly hoping to do so, but they are not going to just hand it out. Now, Joseph Gorecki is in this town, and he is from Chuck. You'll know it's a suburb of Milwaukee, which I think is Greenfield. I think it's Greenfield or something like that, where Joseph Gorecki is from in Wisconsin. And hey, Jaden Taylor. Hey, Gil. So anyway, Joseph Gorecki said he'd had a hard week this week, and he and his wife were leaving tomorrow morning, and asked me to come and coach him through a baccarat session. So I did not play. I went with him, and he told me he wanted to win. Thanks, Jaden. He told me that he wanted to win $200 if he could. So we found a $25 table that you paid commission. It didn't do the 7 on you. I told him if it's going to do banker 7 pushes, we can't do it because that's too heavy of a commission to pay. 7 is a hand that wins a lot, and you can't have a push on every one. So I said, Joe, if they're not going to do commission on the $25 table, you're stuck. You're going to play. They had 50 and hundreds. He's staying at the Rio, and so we went in, and I asked at the $25 table. She said, no, this is a commission table. We don't do the 7 push. And I said, sit down, Joe. And so Joseph sat down, and 6 hands later, he had a plus $238. So the odd number because of the commissions on the banker wins. It would have been $250, but there was $12 commissions on a couple of banker wins. So he was just tickled, and and then we went over to the sports book, and we talked about life, and got to know each other, and such a great guy, and had such a good time. So he and his wife are here, and now they got a little extra money for today and tomorrow. Thanks, Larry Guess the Greenfield is correct. Okay, so you guys know about Wisconsin, and yeah, not exactly, Jaden. But so I had some ideas on some things, and I used my good friend Chuck to check on and run some simulations, and they didn't come out as well as I was hoping. And but I'm one of these guys that doesn't try to make something work. It didn't work. It's not going to work. It didn't work. Okay, so that's that. So I went back to the drawing board because I had some other ideas, and I'm not going to tell you right now what I'm doing. I'm just going to go test it tonight at the casino. We're going to see how it works out. William Chilton, glad to have you, Bama. So we're going to play baccarat tonight, professional baccarat, and it'll be too late for much of you, but I will come back on tomorrow night. 6 o'clock here is 9 Eastern, of course. So I'm trying to maintain that continuity. So if anybody has a question, shoot one at me, and I'll answer it. But I am here on Flamingo Boulevard, just a stone's throw from the Strip. And tonight I'm going to go back to the Rio because I'm going to see some of those. That $25 table with commission paying is a very nice place to play, and I'm going to run some bets there and test this out. And I want to test it out without putting too much money at risk. And you can still win money because I mean, even in my practice things here, let me see, the biggest bet I had was $550. So when you're getting up to $550, you'll make some money. And yes, Jaden, I'm spoken for, but thank you very much. Guys like me always are. Yeah, I got up a little higher, but this is an interesting way of playing. I'm pretty excited about it actually. And after tonight, I think I'll know because I'm going to give it some testing in live play with real money, and that's how you really find out. And so I'll be reporting to you tomorrow on how it goes tonight, whether I get my head handed to me, whether I have to go back. But I know this game so much inside and out. There's many angles to it that I can refine and find a way. The whole point about it is I'm not trying to win one time. I'm trying to win every time. And that's why this thing continually evolves is If you find one way that's not going to win every time, even if it's going to win 80% of the time, that is not going to work. So I'm going back to the Rio tonight and see how that goes. I'll start with a $100 bet, and I'm going to use $25 units, up 4, down 3, D'Alembert. And I have a new selection method that I'm going to be using, and we will see how that goes. And if it works out, then you guys that do simulations, Chuck and the gang, I'm going to give it to you. But if this is as good as I want it to be, I'm not going to want it going out over the air to just anybody. And so we'll talk about it, but that's not here yet. We need to find out if it's really as good or not. The potential is promising. So let's just see. So thanks to all of you. Give me a like on the way out if you don't mind. And I don't know if I came on at the wrong time tonight or if we got people traveling. We didn't get a big group in here, but that's okay. Some people could be tired of hearing from me. That's understood too. But anyway, we're going to play tonight. It's been a rough week. I was not going to just spend $700, $800, $900 on hotels after spending the money getting out of here. I'm a frugal guy. Just don't do that. And so I lived in the car for 3 days. Actually, it wasn't that bad. It was better than being in Iraq and sleeping on the ground. I'll tell you that. And so being in the car wasn't that bad. Hey, George Loyola, you stayed at the Rio last month. That's nice. Yeah, thank you. And that's where I'm going tonight. I think I'll park in the Masquerade parking lot. So Don Montgomery, thank you so much for wishes and good luck. And Larry Gessler, thank you. Chuck, we'll see you guys. And Trish, Ted, love you all. John Bradley. Hey, all right, brother. Kate says, hey. So I love you all. Hey, Trish, take care, Gil. And I will be back with you tomorrow and give you an update. Good, bad, or indifferent, you're going to get the gospel. So let's see how it goes tonight. I will be playing a little bit lesser money, so if it goes bad, I hopefully won't lose too much. But if we lose, we're going to go back to the drawing board because there's ways to win this game. I joked with Joseph Garecki last night. I said, this is the only 50-50 game that if you actually won half of your hands, you can build a mansion. So it's hard to win half the hands in a 50-50 game. That is the conundrum. That's the paradox of it. But if you do find yourself winning half the hands, you make a ton of money. D'Alembert will make you big money if you win half the hands. Right now, if I win 40% of the hands, I've got myself money for us. So we'll see how it goes, and I'll let you guys know tomorrow. I love you all. Hit a like on the way out, and thank you very much.